I really love pork belly because it's a great cut of meat. The fat is really unctuous, it all melts into the meat and then you get that lovely crispy skin. Firstly, lay your pork belly on the board and then trim off any extra fat or sinew and then cut away the ribs. And then once they're all off, turn it over and score the skin on the other side. Scoring the skin will help release the fats and help crisp it all up. And then also you can mould it a bit better and roll it into the right shape. Then you spread all the onion mixture just evenly over it, not too much because then it oozes all out. Roll it up as best you can and then get yourself a nice long piece of butcher's string and start to tie it up. You don't want it too tight, you want it to be able to grow as it cooks, but it all keeps it together, and because of all the fat it sort of merges into a lovely round piece of meat and looks very glamorous. It's quite moist so you don't need any olive oil, but you rub sea salt into it just like you're massaging somebody's back, and that also helps the flavour and crisp up the skin. Then you're ready to cook it. You get yourself a roasting tray which it will fit into. Put the belly into the oven at 220 for about 10-15 minutes so it starts to get a nice crisp up, and then take it out of the oven and turn it over so that the other side is good and brown as well. And then turn the oven down to 160 and then you'll cook it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours at a lower temperature. Take it out of the oven and leave the string on and leave it to rest for about 20 minutes, and this will just help it to relax. Once the belly has had a moment of relaxation, you can cut the string off and then you can carve it up. You could cut it into thin slices, 1/2 centimetre slices, a nice portion. It's just however you will feel like eating that day. Fennel is great with everything, but particularly good with pork. The nuttiness, the olive oil, all comes together with the pork really well. Firstly, take the fennel and on the chopping board trim off the ends and the outside leaves if they're a bit woody, and then cut them in half, and I like to cut them into wedges. Tie the herbs together, thyme and sage. It's a good idea to tie them together because then you don't have bits of herb all through your dish. Then peel and slice the garlic. Take a pot, add some olive oil, heat the olive oil up and add in the fennel. Once it's starting to brown a little bit, you can add in your salt and then toss that about on a high heat, get the colour going. Then add the garlic cloves and some lemon zest and cook for about 4 minutes. Add the wine and reduce down. Then add the tied herbs into the pot and put the lid on and then let it all simmer away for about 15 minutes. So once you've carved your meat, take a slice of the pork, put it onto the middle of the plate, nestle in the fennel next to it. They should be friends, not lovers. And then you can drizzle a little bit of the juices from the pan over the top. There's your final dish. You've got your pork belly and your braised fennel. The onions are all succulent, they've melted into the meat, the skin's crispy, you've sliced it up, you've got lots and lots of portions out of one belly. You can feed an army of friends and family. The final dish, with the aniseed taste of the succulent, soft fennel, melts together with the belly really well. I think you've got a top dish. We've really nurtured it from the beginning to the end, cooked it with a lot of love and care. It's a special dish on the menu here.